when people ask me, what can I do to prepare for my mission? One of my first responses is always turn off the TV, turn off the computer games, turn off the video games. I think we've got a lot of young people who spend so much time playing those games and interacting electronically that they're not developing the social skills that allow them to interact with people, with real people, and carry on real conversations in a mission setting. So it's kind of a surprise. A lot of people are surprised by my response because they think I'm going to say, read, preach my gospel, or read the scriptures, or strengthen your testimony. But what I usually say is turn off the blasted electronics and get yourself focused more on people. Sometimes at BYU, I tell the young people, your best preparation for a mission is dating. And they all are shocked. They're like, wait, I'm going on a mission. I shouldn't be dating. And I say, yes, that's exactly what you should be doing. Because when you're dating, it means you're making a plan, you're planning an activity, you're pulling it off, you're making it happen. I said, you're interacting with people. And I said, if you can't ask a girl to dance, if you can't ask a girl out on a date, how on earth are you going to ask somebody to get baptized? And if you can't plan out a date and figure out what you're going to do for an hour and a half, how are you going to plan out your whole day? And if you don't have the courage to go to a dance and kind of put yourself out there and have somebody come up and ask you to dance, then how are you going to have the courage? If you can't leave your circle of friends at a dance to go dance with somebody who's invited you to dance, girls, if you're just with your circle of friends in the corner, how are you going to have the courage to leave your circle of friends and serve a mission? So, hey, get out there. Start conversations. Say hi to people. And stop living in a virtual world where you can't make the difference that you can make one-on-one. Some teenagers say to me, oh yeah, but video games are good for my hand-eye coordination. And I say, you don't need any hand-eye coordination on your mission. No, the hand-eye coordination you need as a missionary is to shake someone's hand and to look into someone's eyes. So turn off the machines a little bit more. Turn off the computer games. Turn off the electronic world and interact with people. And you will be doing one of the best things you can to prepare for success as a missionary and throughout your life.
The best pieces of advice that I would give to missionaries that would be going out into whatever mission field is make sure that you're your first convert. I've learned just in going to various areas that there's no such thing as dead areas. There's only dead missionaries. You know, if you call down the powers of heaven and you ask Heavenly Father what you can do to make this area flourish, He'll give it to you. But you have to be willing to work. Hard work will take care of anything out in the mission field. If you work hard and you're one to hit the pavement, you'll be able to do wonders out in the mission field. I'd follow the mission equation. Our mission president taught this, that faith plus hard work plus obedience with exactness equals the miracles. If you're not seeing miracles out in the mission field, look at what you're doing. Generally, it's in regards to obedience with exactness. Look in the White Handbook and see what you're not doing there. That's a book of blessings. It's not just a book of commandments. Be obedient. Love those that you teach. One of the things that my mom taught is people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If you truly love every individual that you walk, if you come into contact with, you'll be able to see miracles and follow the promptings that you're given. You're given those for a reason, and nothing ever happens for coincidence. I think one of the last things that I would encourage you is to learn from all your companions. It doesn't matter how well or not well that your companions are getting along, you and your companion are getting along. Just make sure that you're learning something. From every single one of my companions, I was able to learn something new. Some of the times it was me needing to be a little more charitable and understanding and being able to communicate. That's a big thing with companionships. It's something for later on in life and marriage. You have to be able to say what you want. You can't just assume that people are going to understand the things that you need. You have to say it and talk it over, and that's how you can really work on your relationship. So as long as you come with that, that heart that's malleable, that the Lord can change, He can do wonders with you. So make sure that you're your first convert. Make sure that you love those that you teach. Follow the mission equation, and make sure that when you come back home, you stay active in the church. There's not a person alive that isn't going to make a mistake, in the upcoming years that will come ahead. Everybody makes mistakes, but if you need to see your bishop, go see your bishop and talk it over and get it done and over with. That's what we have the atonement for. Make sure that you stay active and in the church, and all the things that you taught out in the mission field, that you live, and it's not about being perfect. One of the greatest things that we teach all those, whether it's less actives, recent converts, or investigators, is about the atonement, how every single one of us need it. So make sure you use the atonement.
I just say don't give up. The mission is so incredible. There's nothing like it in the world, and you'll never get the chance again. And so I know it might feel like a lot of pressure. All these people saying, "Don't give up. You can do it. Just stick it out." But I just promise you, it's worth it. I had my moments in the mission. I mean, my parents got divorced while I was gone. My girlfriend broke up with me a month before I came home. We'd been going out nearly 5 years. I mean, it was. Our dog died. I mean, just everything, it seemed like, happened while I was gone. And there were times when I thought about, would it be easier to go home and, help my mom, to get a job? What should I do? But I finished my mission. And, I can't imagine what it would have been like if I'd come home. On the very last day I was in the mission field, I had a baptism. And if I'd gone home a day early, it wouldn't have happened. Just finish. It's so worth it. You will not regret it. It'll bless your life for forever.
The final piece of advice I'd like to give to missionaries that are out in the mission field is don't waste a day. And make sure that you're always striving to find the next individual that's ready to hear your message. Make sure that you're constantly working. It's so important that you think outside the box and you go out of your way to find those that are ready to receive you. Make sure that you're being obedient. I found that it's not about finding the golden investigator. It's about you being the golden missionary. Remember that God doesn't give that which is holy to the dogs or cast his pearls before swine. Why should he give you converts that are just ready to go if you're not worthy to receive these individuals, receive these investigators or recent converts or less actives? You have to change yourself. Anything and everything in the gospel has to happen to you before it can happen to anybody else. Remember my family story that was featured in Meet the Mormons. If those missionaries, Sister Reed and then Sister Cleicas, had they not been ready to receive my mom, I wouldn't be in the church today. And if Sister Judd hadn't written her testimony down after my little brother had died, my mom still probably wouldn't be in the gospel. My mom was able to meet a ton of missionaries, and they all helped and had a hand in her conversion. It's so important that we play our part, because each and every one of us has a part to play.